Welcome back to our online learning modules for our technology track. We're going to talk real briefly today in just a few short segments about soft tissue lasers. So what you're seeing right now is a fairly complete list. There always are other players, but these are the main guys out there of what soft tissue lasers are available to us in dentistry. Now we're only going to talk about a couple things in this first segment, and that is, how do I choose? So cost is a factor whenever you're looking at any piece of technology. We dealt a lot with that with the return on investment, but the long and the short of cost is the more bells and whistles you want, the easier you want your life to be on a daily basis, the more the laser costs. The more functional of a laser you're looking for and you're not concerned with bells and whistles, the more you can purchase a laser for a lower cost. That's great news, because a lot of companies out there will market to us and try to tell us that their laser is superior to a competitor because of the wavelength the laser functions at. Not true. All the research we've seen points to the fact that whether you're operating a laser that works in a higher wavelength or a lower wavelength, they are geared, they're calibrated to accomplish the same goal. And quite honestly, we've tested at least 8 of them in the last 15 years, and they all function at a very, very high level. So now let's take a look at one in particular. We're going to pull up Tsironis here, not because they're the only game in town, but we don't need to go through all of those companies we talked about. And this particular unit is a really good example of some of the features that we look for when we're looking at a laser. So we talked about cost and bells and whistles. What do you get for making an investment that makes this such a good product? First of all, you get portability. You can see as I back this unit up, it's pretty small. It's pretty small. It's chargeable, which is wonderful, so I don't have to have this unit plugged in. When I want to bring this unit from one treatment room to the next, I literally grab it by this handle and I pick it up and I move it. Piece of cake. What does that mean as far as investment goes? It means that as myself as a provider, whether I work out of one room or I'm working out of multiple rooms, this single laser does the job. Now, my partner has a laser and our associate also has a laser because there's 3 providers and we each work out of multiple rooms. But that said, you can get a lot of action out of one unit based on the number of providers that you have. So bells and whistles, I'm going to turn this guy on. You're going to hear the hum in a couple seconds. I know you can't see the screen right now, but I promise you we'll zero in on the next segment here. Only other thing I want to let you know is an example of what bells and whistles there are from an overall unit standpoint is this handpiece. Now, there are units that are available to us where the to activate the laser works with the foot pedal. It's not a bad thing, and a lot of people today are going to cordless foot pedals, but it's one more thing that I need in my treatment room. This slick little yellow tab here activates the laser. This is now my foot pedal. It's a finger button that works. It's awesome. So, I love the fact that it's portable. I love the fact that it's all right here. And the other part of functionality to this laser that I like that makes it very efficient and effective is that it's got a little slide rule over here. And this button here controls the length of this tip. So I'm going to show you just on a little background here so you can see a little better. There we go. If I move this tip, I am lengthening the laser fiber. If I move the other direction, I'm shortening the laser fiber. So if you're looking at the active end and you need more fiber for a procedure, you can grab more fiber. If you need less, you're going to use less. So it's pretty efficient. I know ahead of time when I'm doing a procedure if I'm going to want more or less fiber, and I gear that glass fiber here based on what I'm going to do so I'm not wasting. That's kind of the 101 of this laser as an example of others. When we come back in the next segment, we're going to kind of zoom in on this unit and just show you some of the features real quickly, and then again we'll deal with the rest of it hands-on. Thanks for coming.